morning, Shelby, Wayne. Yeah, the past few days, they came into Tulsa, arrived in Tulsa just a few days ago and have been practicing here at the Hardesty Stadium that you see behind me over the course of the past few days. Every few days, they're spending hours there trying to get ready for that big stage in Paris. Now, they're actually heading off to Paris today, but you may be wondering, why did they come all the way to Tulsa for their practice?
We thought better safe than sorry, because we do live in a mobile home, that we would come to town and get a hotel.
The Gromofsky family made the 30-minute drive from their home in Barnsdall to a hotel in Bartlesville, hoping to seek safety from the tornado that would soon rip through their hometown. But just as they were settling into their hotel, they got a call.
We got a call from the fire chief, and he was like, "Get out. It's coming straight for you."
As fast as possible, Jenny and her husband Josh and their two kids, Kinley and Jackson, jumped in the car to find immediate safety.
And we just hauled butt south.
The tornado followed closely behind.
I didn't see it, but when my dad did, when we were leaving, he saw it? When the thunder struck, he seen it right behind us.
I think within 3 to 5 minutes missed it.
The tornado ripped through the city of Bartlesville, but the most severe damage confined to the crossroads of U.S. Highway 75 and Tuxedo Boulevard, the exact address of their hotel.
Emotions I just bawled. Like, we were here.
Those who stayed and took shelter at the Hampton Inn were actually trapped inside from the extensive damage. Bartlesville, Dewey, and Copan Fire responded to the scene and were able to rescue everyone. The Gromofsky family returned to their hotel this morning to retrieve their belongings left in their hotel room and saw the damage they merely escaped.
We're just thankful that we're alive, thankful that we still have a house.
Their home back in Barnsdall did suffer some exterior damage, making this the second claim they have to file from tornado damage in just weeks. They made the first claim just 5 weeks ago from the tornado that blew through on April 1st.
I called them today and I was like, add another one, and so I feel like it's piling, but we're alive, so that's what we can be thankful for.
Mackenzie Richmond, News Channel 8. Well, Shelby, Wayne, right now we're seeing some of the most extensive damage that we saw across Oklahoma here in Barnsdall. Now, last night when I was speaking with Joy, she mentioned that we saw 3 tornadoes touch down in Osage County, around Osage County. One of those was just south of us in Hominy. Now, that tornado was believed, you can still see the wind actually blowing right now pretty hard. That tornado was believed to have come and swept through Barnsdall. Now, take a look behind me at the extensive damage that we're seeing now. Some buildings completely leveled overnight, like this one, which we believe was a shed. Now, the roof is off to the left, completely blown off what was a standing cinder block shed. You can see that lawnmower there. You can see the rake there, lots there. Even the windows are on the side. Now, what you can't see is behind the camera actually are the dangling and loose power lines, which is actually why we made the decision to stand on the other side of the street from it because of that danger. Now, with all the water we saw last night, there are also some puddles that are starting to look a little bit more like lakes. Now, you can just see the sheer strength of the storm because of all the damage and the way that it laid out all of those cinder blocks. Now, I do want to mention that just moments ago, we saw a latest update from Barnsdall Public Schools saying that they did cancel classes for today. There is no school today because of the extensive power outages and water outages throughout the city. Now, crews are working very hard as fast as they can to get all of that water and power back up to the homes and the school, of course, but we will give you a better estimated time of when that will happen once we speak more with crews. Reporting live from Barnsdall, Mackenzie Richmond for Good Day Oklahoma. Good morning, Wayne. Yeah, all exciting stuff is what this means for air traffic in Tulsa and across the state of Oklahoma. But the current tower, the air traffic control tower here at Tulsa's International Airport, actually doesn't meet the present day requirements for the FAA. That's because this tower right here behind us was actually commissioned and built back in the late 1950s, making it one of the oldest towers in the FAA.
And we're excited that today marks the start of a brand new future for air traffic control in Tulsa. This tower will support our community for the future of aviation.
This new tower will be 255 feet tall, over 100 feet taller than the current tower, which will improve overall visibility for controllers and makes it possible for the airport to construct larger hangars, which they say they plan to. Now, overall, the expansion aims to meet Oklahoma's growing aerospace and aviation industry needs and preserve the safety, security, and continuity of the state's transportation system. Every one of the 8 speakers today acknowledged that none of this would be possible in Oklahoma without the tremendous efforts of late Senator James Inhofe, who was a pilot, legislator, and an advocate for the industry. The new tower will honor his legacy with its name. The estimated cost for the overall project is $112 million. $86 million is actually funded by grants from local, state, and federal sources, and the remaining $26 million, will be funded by Tulsa Airport's Improvement Trust. Now, construction is set to begin later this month in August, and they're expected to demolish and then start operating out of the new control tower by December of 2026. Reporting live from the airport, Mackenzie Richmond for Good Day, Oklahoma.